Welcome to Manifest Meditation. My name is Julie Wilkes, and today we are going to focus on acceptance and trust. Acceptance is a very important quality for us to consistently demonstrate because it helps us to move forward in our lives. When we are not able to accept where we are, who we are, what has happened in our lives, we tend to place blame, not take responsibility, and stay stuck saying the same story over and over again. But there is something very freeing, liberating when we can just take responsibility, move forward in our lives, and accept where we are so that we can enable more good things to come forward. So that's one thing we're going to focus on today. The second half will be about trust. Trusting that you are right where you are supposed to be. Trusting that you are right on time. Trusting in the ways of the world. Trusting the universe. Trusting yourself. These things are also critical and essential for us to move forward in our lives, to stop saying the same stories, to stop placing blame or being mad at ourselves, and truly just embracing our life as is, being present, looking forward to the future, and having some pretty ambitious goals and steps that we're taking forward. So if you're ready to begin, surround yourself with good energy, whether you light a candle, whether you find yourself in a nice seated posture, whether you play some music in the background, whatever it is that's going to make this special for you. And when you are ready, begin by breathing in your nose, out your nose, smooth, slow breath. You may choose to close your eyes throughout this entire journey with me, or you can keep them open and fixate on something. But I just want you to focus and be present here with me. I want you to continue breathing, but I always use the first 5 breaths of my meditation to help me to just disconnect from whatever is going on in my life in that moment, in that day, and just be here. So use your breath to continue to help you to do that. Just disconnect from all of it. Take your phone away, take all the distractions away. Just be here with me. This is our luxury time. 10 minutes just for you with me, refocusing our mindset. I want you to keep breathing. And as you breathe in, feel your ribcage expand and your lungs expand and your back rise. And as you exhale, feel everything collapse. And as you inhale, feel it expand again, maybe even further. And as you exhale, let it go. Now I want you to continue that breath, whatever's comfortable for you, but start to notice your body's physical reactions to that breath. Can you release a little bit? Can you notice your shoulders dropping down, getting lighter? The busyness in your mind, can you let it go? As you exhale, let every part of your body just relax a little bit more. And if you notice that there's parts of your body that are tense or tight, opt to add a few physical movements in. Roll the shoulders back. Roll them forward. Let your neck get a little bit of a stretch. Do what it is that's going to feel good to allow that body to physically release as your breath is helping you. Now I want us to start thinking about our lives. The good, the bad, the indifferent. All the things that have led up to be where we are today. I want you to think about how you feel about your life right now. Maybe you're stuck in a pattern. Maybe you're doing okay, but it's got some frustration about some things. Maybe you're really angry. Or maybe you're feeling pretty good. Just take that internal pulse as to how you're feeling. And I encourage you to do this every day, because knowing where we're starting from helps us to know how to move ourselves forward. If we're in a really tough place in our mind right now, That means today we may scale back and just focus on some self-care things to take care of ourselves, to get ourselves in a better place so we can go manage the rest. If we're good, strong, feeling energetic, mind feels ready and prepared, then we can go out and do that stuff that we need to do, but take that inventory so we know how to set ourselves up for success. But as you scan, there may have been thoughts that come across. Maybe there's something that happened recently that doesn't feel fair. Maybe you feel like you just keep working so hard and it doesn't get you anywhere. Maybe just the minute that you think that you've gotten somewhere, all of a sudden the other shoe drops, so to speak. Do any of those feelings come up for you? Maybe part of your life has seemed very unfair. Maybe it's easy to look at where everybody else seems to be and think that they have it easier. While those feelings are true and raw and authentic, they don't help us. And so I want you to think about just taking full acceptance. Everything that's happened in your life, places you've made mistakes, places where other people have wronged you. They have brought you to this amazing point where you are your strongest version of you. Even if you don't feel it right now, you have collected more in your life at this point within your soul than you ever have before because of your experiences. Each of those experiences have made you stronger, better in some way. Maybe you've learned what not to do. Maybe you've learned what not to focus on or what to focus on. Can you say to yourself, I accept where I am right now? May or may not be where I thought I'd be, but I'm grateful. And keep breathing. If there's any particular situation or person that has caused you some frustration in your life, can you accept that? Accept that that happened. I'm no longer going to keep blaming. I'm going to move past that. Doesn't mean that that person or those people are not responsible for something, but that's their duty to take responsibility for. It's not your duty. And if there's something that you've done, or you're frustrated or angry with yourself, can you acknowledge that? Take responsibility for that. Yeah, I messed up. I goofed. Happens to everybody. Take responsibility for that decision, for that choice. And now I set it free. I accept it. And I move forward with different plans. When we can take ownership of our actions, responsibility for our actions, accept others without them having to take ownership, accept where we are, it enables us to start thinking about moving forward. You are in the most amazing place in your life right now, whether you feel it or not. But you have to let go of those feelings in order to see the door that's about to open for you. And now I want to move to trust. You are right where you're supposed to be, right on time. There's not a single thing that you should be doing different except for to take presence in this moment and to think about, where do you go from here? What can you do to live the most meaningful life for you today? It doesn't have to be a big thing. So what can you do today? Is it time to make some phone calls to some people? Is it time to go do something that takes care of you? Is it time to start researching some ideas that you've been having? It may feel unfair. You've worked harder than others, and yet maybe you haven't always gotten to where others seem to have got. But trust your path. Trust that your path was perfectly created just for you. And your path isn't theirs. And you're going to explore and learn things that no one else is. And that's what makes you so uniquely, amazingly powerful, is the fact that you have a story and a path and strength that no one else could possibly know but you. Trust in yourself. You have everything you need already. Keep breathing. I want you to say to yourself, I trust myself. I trust in my path. And I know that I still have work left to do. If I'm still here, breathing, living, being, means I still have got work left to do. So I need to go do it. I need to go figure out some of my purpose, my strength, my meaning, the reasons why I'm here, and that simply is by living. It's hard to fully live when we can't accept or trust in our path. So today, I want you to keep breathing and just say to yourself, today I accept. Today I trust. Today I accept. And today I trust. Today I accept the past. Today I trust in my future. Now I want you to send that good energy to somebody you love. Can you picture them and think, today may they accept whatever's happened in their life. May they just accept it. No longer blame, just accept. And can you also send them the ability to trust in themselves, trust in their path forward. We get so anxious because we want to know the answers. We want to know how it's going to work out. You have to trust it will. And just enjoy it. Finally, think of somebody that challenged you, you struggle with, maybe don't even care for. Can you do your best to wish them that they accept their past? Perhaps that's why they aren't that great to you. They're dealing with things that we don't even know. Doesn't mean that what they've done to you is okay. It just means we don't know their journey. And may they trust in their future. Trust yourself. You are an amazingly gorgeous, brilliantly talented, fabulous you. I want you to take 3 deep breaths with me, and on the exhale, just let go of any of the heaviness from the thoughts that have come up during this time. Here's to accept and trust. Go have an amazing rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.